Hey, it's me, Victor Marie. Am I live out there? Let me know if you can hear me. If there's anybody out there, let me know if you can hear me. Oh, it says I'm live. So it's me, Vicky Marie. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this mad world we're living in, this crazy world. Now, I hope my internet will, I don't know if it's normal, this laptop just doesn't do the job. But anyway, I'm hoping that because it's early in the morning, it will do what it's supposed to do. Hi, Mark. So anyway, just to let you know, this is the news that we're waking up to this morning. I've been watching This is JLR Investor, where people have been detained for the abduction, in connection with the abduction of Nancy Guthrie.
Oh, right behind us, you can see this is an active police unit.
JLR, I don't know how he does it. He's been live all night, well, daytime, I suppose. It'd be night time now in America. He's been live for hours. He's been all over the place. He's followed up false leads. Anyway, he's at the place where it's all happening now. Oh, so the news in this case is that we're waking up to this one. It looks like it's going to be resolved one way or another. So SWAT team has descended on a property not very far from where Nancy lives. Well, it's only a couple of miles away from Nancy's home. These people must have known Nancy. We've yet to find out what the circumstances were of them taking Nancy, or even if indeed they do have Nancy. We don't know if she's still alive. There's been vans, FBI vans, forensic vans. Uh, all the reporters now have been cleared away completely from the scene. Originally, I think Brian Ensign, he seemed to get the heads up from someone. He was there reporting from the scene, but he's been moved now. They've all been moved away. All the media have been moved away to a respectable distance. So although they can see the forensic labs and the FBI, etc., going into the scene, they can't see what's going on, but they're getting their drones out. They'll be flying drones shortly, and I expect there will be video coming out of what's actually happening
We are
on the scene.
a statement from
So, as I said, this is JLR Investigate footage. He always says anyone can use this stream if they want to, so
here.
I'm not doing anything wrong
Earlier
by showing this stream. He tells people to share what's going on. So let me give you a little of what we know. Okay, the SWAT team property. Now, of course, nothing has been confirmed yet by the Sheriff's Department. The Sheriff's Department has released a statement on it saying they will be releasing a statement soon. That's basically all that's saying is no press conference today or in the near future, but they will be releasing a statement. Now, we don't know if they'll be releasing that statement, an actual video statement, or whether it'll be a post on X again or what. But anyway, they said that shortly they will be releasing a statement. So we'll watch out for that. I'm sure JLR will be on top of it anyway. So yeah, this has been going on all night. I have slept up every now and again and just checked what the developments were. So as I say, I don't know how JLR. I hope he manages to get a bit of sleep at some point. So yeah, I woke up this morning, just literally put my lipstick on and brushed my hair and put some clothes on. And to let you know the development now, rumours that are coming out are is that man and his mother have been detained, but also somebody else fled the scene in a white van and unalived themselves. Now, none of this has been confirmed. Unalived themselves with a self-inflicted gunshot. So, apparently, there are 3 people that have been detained. Now, JLR did show a photo of one of the people, well, the person who lives at the property, but again, no one arrested yet, as far as we can gather. Nobody's charged, but this massive police FBI presence at this property, forensic vans. So the forensic vans, obviously, they'll be in the property looking for a trace of Nancy. Is Nancy in that property? Is it possible that Nancy could be still apparently one of the people that was detained has taken themselves away from this world? Again, that's not confirmed. I'm just telling you unconfirmed report. That's an unconfirmed report, but it has been reported by quite a few different people on X. So on my phone, I'm going to check it while we're watching the scene. The JLR will come on and give us any update. So this is what people are saying. 2 males and one of their mothers have been detained. Goodness me. No, I mean, I know we don't know yet, but the thought of just thinking about my son coming home and saying, no, I've got this 84-year-old woman in the van. I'm going to ransom her for money. What do you think? Can we hide her in the basement? Just like, or was it all planned and the mother was in on it? This family didn't need money. I think they've got to be connected to the Guthries somehow. They knew the property. They only live around the corner. It's 2 miles up the road. It's not far, is it, in today's world? So they'll know the area. Are they connected to the caregiver, or like the pool people turned up yesterday, didn't they? So, these are all people that you forget that do have. Often someone will go to clean the pool every week. We have that here in Spain. A lot of people here have got villas with pools. Not me, unfortunately, but I'm fortunate I've got friends who have, so it's nice. So it's normally once a week somebody comes to upkeep the pool. And sometimes when people are away, they leave a key with that person. So they maybe not into the house, but certainly into the property, so that they can come and do the pool when they're not there, or they don't always have to be in when they come round. Once somebody has done it for a while, they become trusted, don't they? And this could have been people who were trustworthy at one point. Or it could be people that somebody just casually mentioned one day, I clean the pool for Savannah Guthrie's mum, and God, she lives there all on her own, and God, I wouldn't like to, because I've got to say, when I've been looking at that property in this coverage that we've had, oh my God, how would you want to live there on your own? It's quite a big property. It's in the middle of nowhere with no street lights. I mean, I know it's not in the middle of nowhere. There are neighbours, but there's no, it's not adjoined to any other property. I think for an 84-year-old mum, it's okay for a family. Brilliant, nice that you're sort of away from people. Do you want to be living in a great big rambling property like that with no street lights? Wouldn't you be better off in a nice apartment somewhere, amongst people, like in a community? Yeah, Marg, it's very like the Gene Hackman property. And look what happened there. Those 4 people Well, if that's what happened, I'm still not convinced of, we'll never know the full story. But look at how long they were there. They were mummified by the time they were found. Nobody reported them missing, did they? I'm trying to think now. How did that come to light? Well, because they'd been there quite a long time, hadn't they? Hadn't they? How did the Jean Hackman thing come to light? Did she miss a doctor's appointment? So somebody went round there, didn't they? And they had an appointment or something. Otherwise, it would never have been found. And of course, the poor dog died as a result of that as well, because the dog that was caged couldn't get out to eat or drink. The other two, yeah, it was a worker on the property. The other two dogs, of course, in the Jean Hackman scenario, they were free and sort of running around, so they obviously could get to water or whatever, if not food. And it's the lack of water, of course. That poor dog in that cage. Anyway, can't even think about that. And the thing is, they were there for a long time because it was so remote, and they obviously didn't have any, in their case. When your wife was younger, she was in the 60s, and she was looking after him, but it was supposedly it's her who died first, isn't it? And then, of course, she couldn't look after him. He had dementia, so he couldn't contact help, or it wouldn't have thought of contacting help. I think that's what they're presuming has happened. Immediately, wasn't she? Because she was out with, she was out the night before with Tommaso and Annie at their house, and then brought home apparently safely by Tommaso. And then it was about 2 in the morning, wasn't it, when it all there and took Nancy. But yeah, it's not only the remoteness of where she lived, which I could honestly, but I could not sleep in that house. I just couldn't, unless my bedroom was a complete barricaded. Nobody could get in here. Just the thought of what that poor woman might have gone through, waking up in the middle of the night to a man in a balaclava looking at her, brandishing a gun. 84. As I said, she didn't die of a heart attack there and then. I'd be surprised. I certainly think I would have. And then, of course, I think I'd be like, when maybe they said to her, right, we're going to take you somewhere, you'll be fine, but, we're just going to have a ransom for you. I wouldn't go. I literally would not go. There's no way I would leave. I'd rather they shot me dead there and then. There's no way I'm getting in a van with me. And that may well be what happened. It could be that Nancy just said, I'm not coming. I'm not coming. You're not taking me. And, she may have been 86, 84, but maybe she did keep up a bit of a fight, and that's how she ended up getting injured or worse. And then the guys, because it's seeming like there were two men involved in this. Now, again, this is all alleged. No charges have been brought. I mean, what this has happened before, of course. Somebody's been detained before. We should remember this and released without charge. So this could be another scenario, but as I say, it seems like one of the men has actually taken his own life. Now, I don't know if that's true. I'm trying to find out, because all the rumours are flying as they do. There's been someone named, some guy was named, a congressman or something. Anyway, that's a load of rubbish, but that's not true. There's people out there posting crap as well as people out there posting rubbish. But the thing is, what's this, a drone shot?
forthcoming.
Oh God, it's completely surrounded, the area, surrounded by SWAT, police, but also media, of course, you know. I mean, this case has grabbed so much attention. I noticed while I've been watching JLR, when you hear the other people speaking, all different accents, you know. So a massive line of law enforcement vehicles seen wrapping around a cul-de-sac and continuing down
Yes,
the
hello, how are
street.
you?
There's so many people there. Now, is Nancy there?
Very good.
Is Nancy in that property that the SWAT team have gone to?
Okay,
And
beautiful, thank you.
also, no, is
Minute and a half.
she alive? I mean, there is a chance, isn't there? There is a chance that she's still alive. Let's see what else I can find. Yeah. Just that the sheriff says he's going to. The sheriff says he's going to release a statement. I'll try and stay on till that statement comes. Oh, right. Apparently, News Nation. This is only News Nation, of course. Again,
You were
it's
saying
not
it's Catherine, did you say that?
it's not a police statement. They said that she was not found. Nancy has not been found at the site. Oh, but again, it's not been confirmed. Let's see, what else can I find?
Yeah, sorry, just checking. Is it Catherine that designed it?
Yeah, just many vehicles, SWAT vehicles, forensic vehicles. I mean, you would think there's some basis here. Surely, surely they're not going to come out after all this and say, "Oh, we've released them."
Over the course of the last couple of hours.
Yeah, Mark, there's been no ambulance. No ambulance.
Of a house down the street just
Now, earlier, we may show it again, or I'm going to have a look, see if I can find it. JLR showed a photo of one of the people he says is at this address. And you know, it does look like, of course, the person, because that person in the ski mask that we saw, you know, with the vibrant eyes, the dark eyes, the facial hair. But you know, as we said, that could be any Hispanic male, Arabic male, could even really be a woman. You know, some people say, no, it's a woman, and it could be with false facial hair. You know, so I don't think that I don't think that and the photo that JLR showed of the person who lives at the address looked like that. That CCTV footage, but as I said, I think any is, you know, I could walk down my street, you know, because I live in a lot of Spanish people live where I am. Probably 50% of the people I'd bump into would look like that. Oh, happy Valentine's Day, by the way. I've just remembered it's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. I'm going to put a post out to wish you all a happy Valentine's Day. We've got a strange day coming up here in Spain. So we've got this crazy weather alert. We've had an official, you know, we had a phone warning through yesterday, an alert on the phone from the government telling us not to go out, not to go out unless it was absolutely necessary. There's going to be high winds again. So I do have to go out later, but I'm going to try and sort of not stay out very long. So yeah, I'm just looking for some information here. I wish the sheriff would put out So, or somebody would put out um, an official statement, something, something, because unfortunately the only things that are on the YouTube release, I don't know if they're true. Snoopy. So with this again, this is a YouTuber or an expert saying this. A white van that was stopped after leaving the scene from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. This is what people are saying on social media, but we haven't had any confirmation of that. So it's quite a big white van. Now, other news that was going on before the, big news of the SWAT. So anyone who's coming in and you don't know, the SWAT team has gone in. There's police crawling all over this property. It's only 2 miles from Nancy Guthrie's house. And a woman and her son allegedly have been detained. There was another person who fled the scene who is allegedly been found deceased in their van of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. This is what people are saying. Yes, I've watched Brian Henson. Yeah, he was the only one that was actually right there when it was all happening. He seemed to get the heads up, didn't he? JLR was a little bit annoyed. His JLR, I mean, you've got to give him credit for, I don't know how he's even still awake, but he'd gone somewhere completely different. And, he was trying to change where he heard that this SWAT team had gone out and, that something was going off, but he didn't know where it was going off. So he had to sort of play catch up a little bit. Anyway, finally, he's at the scene now, as you can see. And Brian Ensign was right there outside the house. So Brian Ensign obviously has got some sort of contact, some sort of source, perhaps a little bit better than the sources. What he just made a statement on behalf of the sheriff. On behalf of the sheriff, who's Brian Ensign? How can you make a statement on behalf of the sheriff? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. No, I haven't seen him make a statement on behalf of the sheriff. I've only heard him say that the sheriff is going to make a statement. Don't know why these things don't come up automatically on my ex because of following, but I seem to have to look for his statement. There's nothing on his ex. The last thing on Brian Ensign's ex was I just got moved out of the perimeter after a ton of FBI arrived. He just says there's an active situation happening right now. I can't see anything else on his ex. Have you got a link there, Snoopy? Perhaps you could give me a link. Yes, yeah, please. Either email it to me or just put it in the chat there and I can go to it. I can't see him anywhere. I can't see it anywhere. Let's have a look. But yeah, Brian's. I I mean, JLR, to be fair, he has good sources, but I think Brian Ince is more level. You know, JLR is a bit more gonzo, I suppose. I don't know. I don't want to insult him because I think he's very good at what he does. Can't see anything. Oh no, let's see. If you send me the email, if you don't mind, and I'll look at that. You might be able to hear the wind whistling around. I hope it doesn't affect my internet. Terrible last night. I just couldn't. I was trying to do a live, and it just wouldn't work. The wind's whistling around. And the computer's working so slowly. You know, it doesn't work very quick at the best of times. But it's really on strike, I think, today. Come on, so I'm trying to load up my emails. Managed to send it me, that'd be great. Let me know when you sent it and I'll check for it. Oh, it's a short, is it? Yeah, is it when he just says that there's going to be a statement? I would be very surprised if Brian Ensign gives, no offence to Brian, but he gives a statement on behalf of the sheriff. I doubt it. But he did. I did see the one where he announced that the sheriff will be giving a statement. But anyway, we'll see. So yes, this is the news so far. The news that I'm waking up to this morning. Well, I've been listening to it on and off all night. I'd fall asleep for a couple of hours, wake up, and there was JLR still trying to find out what was going on. I don't know how he's keeping himself awake. He must be taking something, I think. Or lots of coffee. I know he likes his coffee. This is, he's not going to, I mean, when is he going to get any sleep? Because, this is developing, isn't it? It's going to continue developing through the night, and then finally probably there will be a statement from the sheriff. We'll watch it for a while. So what's happened, for anyone who doesn't know, is maybe just coming in, SWAT was deployed a few hours ago to a property only a couple of miles away from Nancy Guthrie's property, allegedly, but we haven't had the official confirmation yet. 3 people detained, a woman and 2 men. The woman is supposedly the mother of one of the men. SWAT teams are in the property, forensics are in the property. Allegedly, one of the men is tried to run away in a white van and took his own life. But again, we haven't got that confirmed yet from the police. So I'm just constantly checking for the official confirmation from the sheriff's department. So the sheriff has come on and made a statement. I say the sheriff has. The sheriff's department have just released an a tweet, just to say no press conference today. That's what they've said every day, isn't it? No press conference today, but we will be releasing a statement shortly. So we're all, we're all there. We all want the statement, don't we? Now, somebody here. Got extras on the computer as well now. Of course, it's night time as well, so the drone footage. Fox News has been releasing drone footage. Really, all you can see on the drone footage is how many police are there. God, I mean, there's a lot. And my computer doesn't want to load the text. Thing is, I'm wary of putting too many things up on the computer because it doesn't work because I'm live streaming the JLR thing. The computer doesn't like it. You know, the more windows you have open, the slower the computer goes. So I may not be able to open anything up. Let's see. So they had. Oh, and another thing that did happen yesterday was the reward was doubled from $50,000 to $100,000. So that has that led to this incident? You know, did somebody was the temptation of $100,000 reward for giving information about this case? Is that what's led to yesterday? Things that were announced was that there was DNA found at the scene that was not related to anybody close to anyone close to Nancy. So it was revealed yesterday that the police have got DNA, which, or even though at the time they didn't have anyone to test it on, now they have. Now they've got these detained suspects, and having the DNA, then it's you know, what we'll be doing then is comparing the DNA that they found with those suspects, and there you go. That's a concrete piece of evidence. If it matches up, that DNA that they found there, they tested it on everybody who knows Nancy, and I presume that even includes like the cleaner or the caregiver or whatever. You know, that DNA was tested against all the people that had any connection with known connection to Nancy, and they just released yesterday that the DNA that they found doesn't match with anybody who, you know, should have been there, if you like. Does it match to anyone where it would be logical that there would be DNA? Obviously, there's going to be DNA from her daughter or from anyone who came in and did the cleaning or from her friend. So this DNA, they did announce yesterday they had DNA that did not correspond to anybody known to Nancy. So that's great now, isn't it? Because when they take these people into the station to interview them, they can test their DNA as well. Code it, you know, because you know certain crimes that you commit, you have to give your DNA, don't you? Let's see. Yeah, so there's some news going around on social media about a former county attorney, some person on X is saying it's connected to, but the county sheriff has said, reporting that current law enforcement activities surrounding a home belonging to a former county attorney is not accurate. That is now. The thing is, a lot of them are not. And we know that when there's a lack of information, people start making it up, don't they? They do. That, you know, if the police haven't learnt that by now, the police do start looking things up, making things up. If there's no, yeah, somebody's gone on here and said, I'm only reading updates from Pima County, Brian Enton of News Nation, because some social media handles just post anything to attract people to their pages. Why did we do that? I don't know. Yeah, because doesn't give you any credibility, is it? I mean, you know, if I put a tweet out now and said, oh, I don't know, Tommaso detained for Nancy's kidnapping. Now, yeah, everybody would be on that like a shot, wouldn't it? If I made a video about that, everybody would be on it like a shot. They'd be interested in it. You'd get people who said, "Oh, I was new as a son-in-law," or other people saying, "Oh God, I can't believe it," but it would attract attention. But what's the point in doing that if it's not true? Because then you just get a bad, you just get a reputation for talking crap, really, don't you? So, you know, and I do talk crap in one way, like I like to waffle, but I don't I don't say anything that's not true. And if I don't know it's true, I'll say allegedly or such and such is saying this, but take it with a pinch of salt. I would never go on, you know, asserting something was true unless I knew for certain it was true. I just don't see the point of it because it might bring you extra clicks and things like that. Anyone can go on and sensationalize all this and get more clicks and get more whatever. But then your reputation is gone, isn't it? As I've just in the end just never watch anymore because I don't believe anything they say. So what's the point? Let's see. So, yeah. Yeah, now there's a lot of them are saying about somebody is dead. The thing that they think it's one of the
Yeah. It's like the camera right here in the front. I'll tell them.
a lot of people are saying that.
Looks like this is there. It's like this.
If it's true, I'm just going down next year, and
Yeah.
it's not only one person saying that.
Who you with? Who you with? Where you think?
A lot of people are saying that, so you'll see. But we want the proper statement from the sheriff's office. That's what we want. We need proper statement telling us what's happened, or at least as much as they can tell us. So at the end of the day,
My dad.
the sheriff's it's better for the sheriff's office to say something.
Yeah, I know.
Somebody sent me. Maria has sent me a. Look, yeah, it's that short from Brian Nenton.
They had the same problem.
Thank you, Maria.
Friends from
I'll
college.
just watch it first and I'll share it with you.
Like, they're like, they just like never. And like.
Yeah, he's just really.
Oh. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah, that house is very odd. It's like no Christmas life for life, any festivities ever. I saw a person go out of it one time.
We got some information. We got some information.
Oh, hang on. JLR's got some information.
Folks, it appears the home is an Airbnb,
Oh,
some sort of rental, short-term rental. So we don't know the occupants of it, but we found out it's an
Airbnb.
type home right now. They're also at a Culver's down the road, and they're also in the process of towing a Range Rover vehicle. But the home that they're at now is it's some sort of short-term rental, possibly one of those Airbnb type of homes or something like that. So that makes it interesting. We don't know who exactly was detained. So we're trying to figure that out right now. But it's an Airbnb type home.
Airbnb type home.
Hey, 857? No.
Right, let's find this Pima County.
857's over here. I'm with him. You got the 2 coffees?
Yes.
What's your name?
Jessamy. Okay, you're.
So yeah, that what Brian Nelson read out is basically a statement.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
Thank
and
you.
I grabbed you guys those creepy little things. It was cute teeth, but they're.
I don't have any hands right now.
And all it is really is to say no,
Thank you.
no news
They're warm and
conference.
gross.
Where are they?
Let's
Churros?
listen to it actually.
Just those cute teeth things.
Yeah.
Hey, this boy lives next door. He lives next door and says that house has never had a light on. It's always been
It's an
weird.
Airbnb, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. But he's 16.
Let's watch what Brian Nelson.
Wait,
He's
what?
fragile. He's 16 and trying to get home. And he's
Just make sure it's sharing. On the computer.
Hey guys, all right, so there's a new statement from the Pima County Sheriff's Office. I'm going to read it to you. It says, "We do not have any additional information to release publicly this afternoon. And we understand the significant public interest in this case. However, investigators available, it will be shared." They say there's going to be no press briefings scheduled right now unless something happens. And then they say, "Many of you observed an active law enforcement presence at the Guthrie residence over the weekend." Yes, we did. That activity will continue tonight and into tomorrow as part of the ongoing investigative process, including the expansion of the search and follow-up on new leads. So that's interesting there. I don't know if we're going to see them coming back out here. This is all part of the investigative process as the search for Nancy expands and new leads come in. To preserve the integrity of this criminal investigation, details of that process are not being released at this time. It's interesting that they say new leads are coming in. So that's kind of the latest. I'm still outside Nancy's house. I'm just in the car, but I'll keep you guys posted.
Let's go back to JLO. Yeah, so basically,
What do you
they
mean?
keep
It's like
saying,
there's cops, like they won't.
oh, we won't be giving a press conference unless something happens. Well, something's happened.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, I'll just watch.
Sorry,
you.
excuse
It's
my
like,
French,
I'm
but
ready
it
at the
just,
time.
it just
So I
crazy.
walked out.
We're
it was
not
like
giving a
5
press
4 minute
conference
walk.
unless there's
And I
any
was like,
development.
what's going
There's
on?
been loads
I
of
was like,
developments, but
Is this
never
the
given a
missing
press
grandma? I
conference
don't
for a
know,
week.
but because like my friend lives right over there. Like he's like 5 houses down from where she was
You know,
taken.
unless
Mhm.
What
something
about that
happens,
house?
things are
No,
happening.
but like you saw them do a search warrant at the house.
I didn't see them like go in, but there was like probably at least 6 to 10 cop cars outside.
So what's the house?
Yeah, so anyway,
Around
the good news is it appears that
So what does the house look like?
one way or another, even though
Like every
it's
house
not
in
doing
here.
it's like Adobe kind of,
because it's obviously
one
not
story,
important enough.
but
I
it's
don't
like it's
know.
always been
Just
creepy.
crazy.
Like
So creepy,
not,
like
not creepy, but like they've never had like at night.
love
Like
it.
you know how like they have like lights. Everyone has kind of lights outside.
Yeah.
Never light. They used to always have a car.
You
We
mean
never
a
thought-
porch light?
Yeah, like even any.
how many
type of
people
light.
lived in?
1 to 2. I saw one
But if
person
it's an
one time with a dog.
Airbnb, like
You
they're
saw somebody with a
saying,
dog, like an
then did
adult?
you see
But
an
I thought they
Airbnb
moved out
type
because
of-
they had the like dumpsters. Like,
Ooh,
sorry, my dad.
nice.
Dad text you?
Dad's
So
trying to
it's
get
interviewing
Yeah.
a neighbor.
Oh, they're not letting you
They're
go
having
through?
the same
Mm-mm.
problem back there.
Because they're
When
like, you
Dad's-
need your ID, and I was
They're
like, I don't
not
have it
letting
on me because I didn't drive. My friend drove
So when
me.
you said you saw somebody walk a dog, was that like an old person or a young?
I didn't see him walk a dog. I saw a dog like get into a car, but I think those people moved out.
When?
Like,
See,
like
I'm hearing
6
it's like
months
a
ago.
rental house now. Like,
Yeah, I have no idea. I remember I used to be friends with neighbors' kids like down the road. And like, you always like make up myths about how like they had crazy dogs and like chased a kid one time.
Old
Okay.
Vicky
Oh, they said that.
lives
Yeah.
a couple of hours away from there, and
And,
he's saying they've never had a decent sheriff.
And then
Well, I
and then
don't.
I was like,
which is
oh
the
wow.
sheriff,
And then they let me out, but
They were
I
best
was worried I
giving the
wasn't gonna
benefit of the
be able
doubt.
to get back in.
Earlier than you.
Yeah, I was at like 8 p.m.
Yeah.
So here you go.
Oh.
So this is a neighbour now that JLR is interviewing.
No, he's gone.
He does get the
So,
interview with
what do you mean they
JLR,
let you out? Like, oh,
Like so there's kind of two roads that connect to
So
my
it's-
house.
started around 7:20 inside.
They might have had this blocked off, but there's a yield sign about like probably like half a mile up there. That's like that
okay.
yeah, that they weren't letting people in. And I just was like, I talked to one of the officers, like,
And you're
am I good to go?
16. You're
Yeah,
like,
I know.
I'm going to live my
Yeah,
life, whatever.
I was
don't
like-
care.
yeah, I was like, I wasn't really worried about it, but I guess now it's something big. So yeah, and
Great.
yeah,
Good
so
for you. Look at, we're all.
yeah.
Yeah, we're all like.
Well, I'm not going to post. I'm a
Oh,
mom.
it's okay, no worries.
I'm
So your name is Luke?
Yeah,
I don't post face.
16.
And I don't have
And so
anything
you said the house
anyway.
is kind of scary.
I'm not even learning.
It used to be, but what's it called?
Lily,
I think
I'm
I
looking
haven't
at
seen a person in a
Brian.
while. and they
Thank
have,
you.
like,
What's your name?
jumper guys and
Well,
trash
Vince.
cans
This
there.
house it was?
Yeah.
Don't want to scare.
No, you don't know. You don't live this.
It's always
That's
been
the
kind of creepy.
that's his
I
neighbor right
think whoever
No,
the neighbor right there.
Oh,
I
that's my
think they
dad.
bought it.
listening to
And
this
then maybe
interview.
Airbnb, right?
No,
I have
he's
no clue. I
16.
don't know
He doesn't know
anything.
anything. He's
I think
16.
that's
He's
my
just
dad.
saying creepy, which is good.
Thanks, Luke.
Yeah, of
Be
course.
safe, man.
Hey,
Be
careful,
safe,
honey.
Luke.
Thank you.
16-year-old
Yes, to provide
neighbour.
ID. So I don't know. You know,
He's the neighbor of the house we're at.
he's like right by there.
You know,
He said the people were creepy.
They were creepy. Oh, God.
your gut.
Well, you know, teenagers quite often think that, don't they? But
All right,
this
cop,
is-
let him through.
so it's an Airbnb.
So again, there's conflicting information. I showed a photo up earlier. I'm not sure if that guy is the one that got detained, but there's multiple people that live in a house that appears to be a rental owned by somebody else. We're trying to figure out the actual people that were in there that got detained, but down the street also there's a Culver's. How far is the Culver's from here?
About 3 miles.
3 miles. There's some situation going on at the Culver's. Then there's another place. I think there's multiple
What
spots
does
here
that mean?
dealing with the situation.
Now, the thing
So
is,
we know
where
that
is Nancy?
to try to get an understanding
Nancy?
about who exactly this is. There's reports that are coming out saying mother and son. Might be in here for the long haul tonight.
I think, JLo, you're not going to get
Might be
any
in here
sleep.
for the long haul tonight, waiting for more neighbors or people coming out because some people don't have ID, can't get back in.
Oh, my God.
No, I know there's something going on. I see FBI at another scene. I'm gonna stay here for a bit.
Oh, so
Stay
the
here for a
FBI
bit.
at another
Yeah.
scene.
Now, Pima County Sheriff, they put out some statement that said, as far as former Attorney General or former county prosecutor, it's inaccurate. So, trying to find out more on that one.
Yeah, we're waiting for the official statement.
But the talk around here, people are saying it's some sort of Airbnb rental property down there.
You know, we need the official statement.
For
Having
short-term
said that, the neighbours, that was interesting that listened to that young lad talking.
rental. It will all iron itself out, so we'll see.
You know, you just sat at home watching the telly.
This
or
is and why they did this to Nancy and where is Nancy.
and then
haven't
the
heard
SWAT
anything about a
team
coroner or
descended
anything at
on
the scene.
neighbour's house.
Some
My
people have
God.
been posting online about a coroner, but I haven't seen a coroner at all. What we saw was about 30 or 40 law
The people
enforcement
already-
FBI vehicles.
Well,
go
I've
in
seen
there.
about a coroner, but not for Nancy, for this alleged person
I
who
mean,
was
there's like a
trying to
giant media
escape.
staging ground in this particular area. Which street do you live? That way or down there?
10
Oh,
miles.
okay, okay.
Where
was
is
gonna say-
Nancy? Where is
Your best
she?
friend lives down
Yeah,
there.
so I'm trying to get him on the phone. I think this is asleep.
He can sleep through all this, right?
He's early riser. Goes to bed at 7 or 8.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just looking at
Yeah,
X
only
to
right.
see if anything's coming up. Yes, the SF investigates. He's a private investigator that I follow on X. Like he's saying, I'm going to post when there is more information available because I can't believe the amount of false speculation that's circulating. Yeah, especially that about the Congresswoman. A lot of people turn it into political things, don't they? You know, oh yeah, it's something to do with whoever they don't like. But what does he say? He says that the reason that the law enforcement no longer holds regular press conferences, and it's the reason why the true crime community is not respected by law enforcement, which is unfortunate. Well, but I mean, I know what he's saying, but I personally think that the rumours start when there aren't enough press conferences. Because, you know, the thing is, you can't pretend social media doesn't exist. You know, there's no point in JLR has had 50 odd thousand people watching his live stream, sending him money, joining, you know, no, he doesn't ask for money ever. I'm not criticizing that those people. It's up to them what they want to do with their money. But this is the reality nowadays. You know, people. He's out there. He's doing something that people are interested. People will watch it, at least a bit of it. You can't help it. It's interesting. And we've become invested in Nancy. It's an 84-year-old woman that was from a bed in the middle of the night. It could be our mother, it could be our grandmother, it could be us. You know, you can't pretend, you can't just say, oh, you know, move along, don't be interested in it. People are interested in it. So what you've got to do is try and manage it. And I just feel in this case, I have seen cases where the social media has been managed properly. You know, if you give people enough things to talk about that are, you know, what you can. I mean, obviously, you can't compromise cases. I understand that. But is some information you can give. There is some statement you can make. And for the sheriff to just keep saying, oh, we'll release we'll do a press conference when something happens. There's been loads of things have happened over the past week. Somebody else was arrested and then released. You know, the thing with the gloves, the thing with the DNA, the thing with the run. There's always something happening that he could come on and give the official thing. You don't have to come on every 5 minutes, just every couple of days would do. But he hasn't done a press conference now. I swear it's been a week at least since he's done a press
Are you the guy
conference.
with the drone? No,
You
not
know,
you. You have the
so
drone? No.
anyway,
Oh,
just exactly, people need
Sorry.
information. Thing is,
I
as
don't
well,
know.
you're in this
I don't know where the guy
position where when Nancy first went missing, like in any case, when people go missing, or the police ask for information, they ask the public for information about things. They ask for dash cam footage. They ask for door cam footage. Did anyone see anything? Please let us know if you know anything. But you can't. It's not a tap that you can turn on, get everybody interested in it. You need them for that sort of information. And then when you've got the information, or what, just say, oh no, don't speculate. You can't do that, can you? You can't say to someone, oh, can you help us out with this? And then, oh, we don't want your help anymore. Shut up now. You know, it's just not. You've got to be realistic. You know, I just think sometimes law enforcement, not only in America but everywhere, has not caught up with the fact of the life that we're living now, the world that we live in now. It's different. than it used to be. You could keep things. Same with the royal family, the Epstein files and things
Oh,
like
you
that.
did that.
They're thinking that it'll all go away like it used to. It's not going to go away because of social media. So although social media's got bad things, it's got good things as well because we don't want it to go away. We want it to come to light. We want Andrew to be arrested and charged. The terrible things that are coming out in the Epstein files, and nobody's been arrested. Ridiculous. So people aren't going to just shut up and be quiet like they used to. I think the royal family is just never going to be the same. I hope not. Anyway, I never thought I'd see the end of the royal family in my lifetime. I've been a Republican since since I can remember. Since I was about 8, probably. I've never believed in the royal family. And it feels like I may see the end of it in my lifetime. I never thought that would ever happen, but it feels like it now. I bloody hope so. So, the thing is that that's them as well, trying to live in the past. Instead, Andrew, they've known about Andrew for years and years and years. Years. Not just something that's come out. They've known about it. They've kept him in the royal family. They've been seen out with him in public. He's been at christenings and weddings and this, that, and the other. And now suddenly it's like, oh no, we don't want anything to do with Andrew because now they can feel that they're in trouble. The rest of the royal family are in trouble, not just Andrew. And the thing is, they can't be too harsh with Andrew because he knows all their secrets. And they've got loads of secrets too. So it's just watching them sort of struggle to just, to suddenly, because they've taken his title away, we're supposed to think that's a punishment. But he's still living in some bloody mansion, just a smaller mansion than he was. He's still being waited on hand and foot. He's still, getting protected. And we're supposed to feel that's a punishment for the things he's done. And look at the seriousness. Even a little bit of fraud, embezzlement, or anything. These are like, this is child A, with a vengeance. There's even talk of death and it's just terrible. And he's not been charged with anything.
Yes, I can. Hello, how are you?
Anyway, so yeah, the police department, the FBI, everybody. There's no point in trying to pretend social media doesn't exist. You've got to learn how to manage it. You've got to catch up with it and learn how to manage it. Like, it always amazes me in America because, of course, they are more transparent in America. I'm just looking at this. This couldn't happen in Spain. This situation where not only the mainstream media, but all the social media, what they call gonzo journalists or citizen journalists, I know they've been taken to a perimeter. But it just wouldn't happen. I don't think that in Spain. I just don't think. I don't know. There's not the same transparency. Maybe the Guardia Civil or the Policía Local, they'd soon move all those people on. That's for sure. They wouldn't have it. They wouldn't have somebody there videoing them. I wouldn't dream of trying to video a Guardia Civil officer. Oh my God, I'd be whisked down that police station so quick. I mean, maybe if I said to him, do you mind if I take a video, he would let me take a video. But I just wouldn't dream of filming without permission because it's just a whole different environment. So America, they're much more, far more transparent, aren't they? They're allowed, they put them behind a perimeter, but they are allowed to take their videos and stuff like that. This wouldn't happen here in Spain. I don't know if that would happen in the UK. Want to move you on in the UK as well? I think, we never get these sort of scenes, do we? Really, not maybe a bit in the Nicola Bulley case. That was the most that we ever got. But the police soon cleared everybody away, didn't they? Yeah, I don't think you would see it in Australia either, Snoopy, from what I can gather from the cases. We saw a bit with Erin Patterson, didn't we? The media descended on her property, but then the police weren't trying to protect her, were they? Because they thought she was guilty. So I don't know, but look at the Gus Lamont case. That Daily Mail reporter turned up at their home and was scared away with a bloody pump action shotgun. And I always think about JLR because he's out there, like just publicly out there, and he always says, "Oh, anybody in the area, come and chat to me." Oh my God, you think somebody could go out there and just shoot him? He's like, I don't know if I'd really want someone to know where I was when I was reporting on these things because he doesn't know who the person is and whether they're involved in, I don't know, gangs even or whatever. I'd be quite scared to be out there, I think, so openly. But that's just me anyway. So, old hippie, you're in Phoenix and Pima County's police department is nothing to brag about. Well, I can believe that. It was like, yeah, they do. Well, I'll tell you what, because that's like, no, but he, at the end of the day, did find her. Whatever you think of him, or you think of psychics, or you don't think of him, at the end of the day, that's what happened, or if you believe it. Some people don't believe that's what happened, but psychics do find people. And I'm going to stick by that flash I had about Nancy that she's in a well somewhere. And I'm not a psychic, but sometimes I do get little flashes of things. And that's what I think. Unfortunately, I do not think that Nancy is still alive. I'd like to believe that she's still alive, but I doubt it very much. Because I think if Nancy was still alive, proof of life would have been shown to the family for that ransom demand. When the family asked for proof of life, no proof of life has been given, has it? So I think that if they could have given proof of life, they would have. So unfortunately, sadly, I don't believe that Nancy is still alive. But so they haven't said anything. The police haven't said anything about Nancy. As I say, News Nation is saying she was not found at the scene, but that's just what News Nation is saying because the sheriff in our county the statement press conference. We still haven't had a proper statement from him, except to say he's not saying anything unless something happens. But something has happened. I just don't understand it. So JLR is saying the feds are towing a Range Rover away.
5 minutes away.
Yeah, so of course over in America, the tweeters, the people I follow on X that are in America, because it's bedtime in America. For me, it's the start of the day, so I'll be keeping an eye on this all the way through. But people in America don't want to go to bed; they want to know they want the statement from the sheriff. All right, somebody, now this is a mainstream media news outlet, KVOA News 4, saying 24 minutes ago that a resident witnessed three people being detained, and another person shot himself in the head during the SWAT operation. Now, I think that although that's not been confirmed by the sheriff about that person taking their own life, reporting on that, I feel that perhaps is true. Just looking for anything else. Yeah, so it says there is a white van present at one of the inns involving Nancy Guthrie. It's a full-size, unmarked white van, exactly as described by Nancy's neighbour on the 2nd of May. And the neighbour reported seeing a suspicious, unmarked white van on the street just days before she went missing. That's really quite scary as well, isn't it? So were they watching Nancy, poor Nancy, watching her house? So maybe even for a little while before it happened, Nancy was going to bed not realising she was being watched and somebody was planning all this. 99 old Pippin.
Giving the drums only move here
Video
and look.
manager, I think we'll get rid of you. Who are you calling in here?
That's probably a fair point, but I promise you,
What is happening here and what
Oh,
is that there are FBI agents that are combing
I'm sure you'll be having a great time because you seem like such a lovely person.
many of them are
I'm sure that you have got loads of Valentine's. Enjoy your day. Yeah, we don't insult people on this channel. We don't insult each other. You've got something you want to say, say it, but don't be nasty to people. What's wrong with you people? What's wrong with you trolley dollies? Leave, this is a Valentine's Day for fuck's sake. Anyway, so yeah, this is the news that's coming through. Still no statement, proper statement from the Piedmont Police Department.
no.
So yes, here it is, Valentine's Day. Yeah, a video gaga. Yeah. Here it is, it's Valentine's Day, and those of us that are like true crime, we're not going to be we're going to be glued to this. Well, I certainly will be glued to this all day. Wait, because it's daytime here. I know in America it's coming to nighttime. Well, it is nighttime. Sorry, I'm just looking for news. I don't think there's going to be any more news at the moment. I will definitely be back later though. I might have to call it a day now. I need to go and get some breakfast. And yeah, get ready for the day. Now, apparently the medical examiner is on the scene, but we don't know if that's, as far as I know, Nancy hasn't been found. But is that because of this alleged abductor that has, that has, what's the word, the alleged abductor or alleged person of interest that allegedly has taken their own life with a self-inflicted gunshot wound. So there's so much to come out. I think I'm going to leave it there for now, but I'll be back later and hopefully we'll have more information. Yeah, Snoopy, exactly. I knew what you meant, but sometimes it's like any excuse to throw an insult out, isn't it? But it says a lot about them, doesn't it? Not about the person that they're insulting. But anyway, we don't have that on this channel, so that's gone, that comment. I haven't banned them, not yet, but I would ban them if they say anything else. So there you go. Okay, so I just wanted to so that's what I was going to say as well. So it's sort of good news. It's good news that some resolution is coming. Where is Nancy? This is the crux of everything. Where is Nancy? You know, I hope to God there is a chance that maybe Nancy can be found safely, but don't know. We don't know that she hasn't been found safely, so we just got to hold on to a little bit of hope in that case, haven't we? That poor woman, whatever she went through, my heart just goes out to her, and then of course to her family as well. But primarily at the moment, till I know any different, my thoughts are with Nancy, because she's the one that is. I just can't imagine getting to the age of 84 and then having to face that. You know, life is difficult, it throws challenges at you. She's gone through all whatever challenges she's been thrown over the years to her. Terrible. You know, it really does haunt me. Because it just seems so unfair somehow. Anyway, enjoy your Valentine's Day. If nobody else loves you, you can love yourself. At least you can love yourself. Always look after yourself first, because you are the most important person. And yeah, I'll see you really soon in the next video. And until then, may your God go with you. Even you trolley dog.